Welcome to YT Preacher. I'm J-Man, and I'll be your YouTube preacher. Today, again, just like yesterday, I'm actually not going to pray. I'm just going to do something short and simple today. So if you have your Bibles, and you can open it up with me to Genesis chapter 2, we're going to read Genesis chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. Now, as I've explained in previous episodes, that is a short pericope, or segment of verses underneath a headline. The headline in this case is "The Seventh Day, God Rests." And this is in the English Standard Version. If you're reading from a different version, like an NIV or something else, that headline's not going to be there. In fact, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3 or so, are actually going to be considered as part of as part of the pericope for chapter 1. So it's an extended pericope or a chapter that kind of loosely put in there. I actually think the break is good, and I think that it's good that the English Standard Version kind of added it as a short pericope and gave it a headline. So again, that's Genesis 2, 1 through 3. If we're all there now, I'm going to cough all that out so that I can read it more clearly. But I'm going to start now. Thus the heavens and earth were finished, all the host of them. And on the seventh day God finished the work that he had done. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. Okay, so just a few important things about this really quickly that I can get to before we actually get into it, and we will get into it later. But what I'm noticing right now is that, I have a cold read basically, is repetition, which actually does connect it with the earlier pericope of where the priestly status of the first pericope was very repetitive. There was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning. And it was good, and it was good, and it was good, and it was good, and it was good. This has that repetition as well. It doesn't have evening and morning, it doesn't have and it was good. But it does have a blessing. He blessed the animals, he blessed the plants, he blessed man. So there is at least blessing and repetition, which is why it's hard to say that it connects with the chapter 1 pericope, because there's no evening and there's no morning. But it's hard to say that it's something different than that, because it does mention the seventh day. It is repetitive. And then after that, when you get later into the next pericope in chapter 2, is a whole different story of creation that God resting doesn't fit on. Okay, so that's what's going on for this so far. Again, you didn't have to do a devotional with this one, but if you do, that can go in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any other prayer requests, comments, questions, again, please ask me those, because I really want to know what you have to say. And if you have anything that you need to pray for, I'd love to pray for that. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas, and God bless.